friends, welcome back to your channel Learning More with Prerna. So today I'm back with an important video from political science, that is direct election. So friends, when we talk about election, we have two types of election, that is direct and indirect. And first let us see what is election. So election is a process where we will be selecting or electing a candidate for a particular role. So let us see what is direct election. A person who has crossed an age of 18 or who have attained the age of 18 is eligible to vote and participate in the something called as direct election, where he will be casting his vote to elect a particular candidate that he is wishing to get into power. So friends, this is called as direct election, and the eligibility is simple, that he needs to cross or attain the age of 18. Irrespective of the caste, creed, religion, anything, he is eligible to vote. So now let us see what will be the features of direct election. So the first and foremost feature is more democratic. Direct election would be more democratic because whole world or every person who is eligible to vote, they'll be participating. Irrespective of anything, they will be participating. So this would be more democratic. The next thing is responsive. When a person has a responsibility to vote, he will be cautious about what is happening in politics. He will also have a sound mind while casting a vote, and he will have a responsibility. He will be responsible that I am eligible to vote and I have to do it for my nation, for the betterment of my nation, and bring in power a particular a capable person. So he will be more and more responsive or responsible. The third thing would be creates political awareness. When there is direct election going on, there is political awareness among the people because various campaigns will be going on. They'll come closer. They'll be knowing the candidate in a closer manner. They'll come to know how the candidate is, what is his qualifications, what works he have done. So they'll be more aware about the politics of that or the political system. For example, they try to learn what party he belongs, what is the background of that party, who are the important leaders of those parties. So it creates a political awareness among those people. And also selection of eligible candidates. When there is direct election going on or election going on, people will be concentrating to select a proper and eligible candidate who would be a best fit of to that particular role. So this would be leading to selection of an eligible candidate irrespective of incapable or insufficient or unsound minded candidates. So this is also a major feature of direct election. And the last but not the least feature would be public relationship. When we get into or when we try to vote, when we try to get awareness about the political system, we'll also come closer to public, that is the government. We'll come closer to government schemes, we'll come closer to the government works, we'll come closer to government authorities, people in the government. So all this will happen, or all these are the features of direct election. We have already discussed what is direct election and its features. Let us now discuss what is indirect election and what are the main features of indirect elections. So friends, when we talk about indirect election, it is a type of election where we will not be participating. Instead of us, people of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that is lower house and upper house of the parliament, they'll be participating in this, and that would be called as electoral college. So the group of them is called as electoral college, and they would be electing the vice president of India and also the president of India. So this is called as indirect election. So let us see friends, what are the features of indirect election. The first thing is selection of best candidate. The best candidate is selected because the people in power or the people inside the house, they know what is the eligibility or what is the proficiency of a particular candidate, and that would help them to select or elect the best candidate among the group. So friends, the second and the foremost important feature of indirect election is unhealthy campaign is prevented. So when we talk about prevention of unhealthy campaign, we can see that in direct election what happens is the candidate will be giving people gifts or money or any other sort of things to attract votes to him. But when we talk about indirect election, there is nothing called as gift, incentives, or any other sort of cash, because the people of the house will be electing and everything is monitored there. So there would be prevention of unhealthy campaign. The third and foremost thing, the another thing is peaceful voting. So here the voting will be in a peaceful manner without any urgency or without any sort of disturbance or without any sort of what do we say influence. Nothing will be there. There is a peaceful vote taking place in indirect form of election. The next thing is little scope for emotions. For example, there would be emotion in each and every person. So here we can see there might be some sort of emotions to the people while they would be casting vote. But when we talk about emotions, they'll be having emotion on certain grounds. For example, if a political leader have done something really great to help family of an army, then there would be some sort of emotions attached to the person and they'll be casting vote. So this can be seen in indirect form of election. And the last thing would be suitable for developing countries. When we talk about developing country, our country India is also developing. So indirect election is best suitable to our country, because to get rid of corruption and all, this sort of election is really very important in our country. So friends, by telling this, I am taking a go by saying that we have covered already the direct and indirect election, the meaning of direct and indirect election with the features of it. So if you have any doubts or if you want to make me a video on any particular topic in economics, politics or sociology and history, just ping me or comment me and I'll be there with that video. Have a great day and please do like, share and subscribe to my channel Learning More with Prerna.